Good evening. Today was the first time since the beginning of this crisis that we've managed to have a council meeting where we actually made decisions. So that was a first for us, doing a full council meeting, all the members being remote and actually doing it, through the new technology we're using. And I must say there was one or two small technical issues, but on the main we managed to get the meeting through with, and it was chaired particularly well by the convener as we took our time. So we made some deliberate recommendations, which we actually made sure that we've got decisions from the council now to help us going forward. So one of the biggest things we did today was that we set in place a response fund for business and for support for business at this time. And the response fund we set up was of £5 million. And this is an initial fund to start to deal with the things as early as we can in the crisis. Now, the sources of funding for this were from money that we received last year from the Crown Estate. There was money also from one of the other funds that we had for regeneration. And the biggest amount of the money that came for this, the substantial amount came from the Strategic Reserve Fund. So we've released some of that, put it together in a way so that we can access that money readily to go out to business as we find the needs and as we identify them and make sure we get the right things in place. So we're going to do two things with that money. One is we're given some grants, and we are also looking to see if there's anything we can do on the loan front in this initial phase 2. Loans are quite challenging for us with all the regulation and restrictions, and grants are something that we're really trying to identify the businesses that have fallen through, that don't get funding anywhere else. So we've set up a scheme whereby if there's a business that's got 1 to 5 employees, the full-time equivalents, they would get £5,000. If you've got 6 to 10 and you get no other funding anywhere else, there'll be a £10,000 grant. And if you've got 11 or over employees, there's a £15,000 grant available from the council. So we would ask you to put in your request for an application form to the Economic Development Service through the Business Gateway, and we will assess that, and we may even be able to direct you as the landscape changes to other forms of funding and sources of funding that you might be available to your business. It's really important that we complement and that we cover over some of the government schemes that are there already. The government reckon there's 990 businesses in Orkney who are eligible for some of their schemes. So far, we've done almost a third of these and turned them around as quickly as we could. We've got £3.5 million of money into the business economy out through through the council already, but there could be up to £10.5 million available there. So we're really asking people, can you possibly get your application in and help us to help you to get the money directed in the right way? We've set this fund up as the initial response fund. We will be looking now particularly to see where the recovery fund comes from and how we build into that so that we can make sure that Orkney gets the very best start in an economy that's got to recover. But so far, we don't know when things stop and start. So we've got a response fund. It is there. And so we are asking now for applications. The other thing that we decided today was the thing I spoke about last night was the food fund. And we have allocated the money out to the community councils to be spent in the local shops on the islands. And I hope that that helps with their business at this difficult time. The island shops have just been absolutely fantastic, stepping up to the plate, serving their community. And I think so many of them have gone way beyond the call of duty. And a lot of the things they're doing now and delivering locally is costing them money. So if there's ways we can help them, we want to find them. We want to find that as well. It just shows you how valuable an asset they are and how well they serve their communities. So I don't have a lot more to say to you tonight other than we're still in this crisis. And I think Orkney has been responding particularly well. I mean, Orkney is not just a good community. I think Orkney is an excellent community, and the way we work together makes it what it is. So will you just keep supporting each other? Keep doing the things I've been telling you every night. Keep washing your hands, keep your social distancing, stay at home if you can, protect the NHS. Make sure that we save lives in Orkney and take the pressure off our services. Another thing I'd like to ask you to keep doing is keep up your support for each other, because the things you're doing, they're not for yourself primarily, they're for all of us. So thank you very much. Good night.